Margaret says, Mother Miriam, Bishop Strickland recently called out Father James Martin at the annual USCCB meeting for his participation in a confirmation ceremony for an openly gay couple. It appears that he was outright ignored by all of his brother bishops, who completely disregarded him and moved through to the next talking point on the agenda. You're very right, Margaret. You're very right, and many people have taken notice of that. In my mind, they treat Bishop Strickland like a Texas child who is foolish enough to believe the gospel. They don't pay him any respect, not an ounce. Margaret says, is this not at the very least incredibly disrespectful to Bishop Strickland? Yes, yes, yes. But also extremely concerning to Catholics who seek any sort of condemnation from our bishops regarding the wave of LGBTQ ideologies infiltrating the church before our eyes. Yes, Margaret, and especially led by Pope Leo XIV. It's tragic. She says, this is so utterly discouraging to me and many of my Catholic friends with whom I've discussed the matter. I just feel so horrible for Bishop Strickland. Well, he's a warrior. He is a warrior. He's willing to die for his faith, for our faith. I feel so horrible for Bishop Strickland and how he must have felt at that moment. I don't know how he must have felt at that moment. He must have been, I don't think he's so concerned about personal rejection as he would have been utterly shocked at the outward display of disbelief and unfaithfulness by the bishops. And even now, as many have insisted that he only brought the issue up for social media clicks, well, that's a thought from the devil, straight from the devil. Bishop Strickland did not do that for social media clicks. He did it to save souls. But people think he might have done it for social media clicks rather than actual concern. Well, whoever wrote that is under the influence of Satan himself and the bishops who reject the faith, and for sure, they do not know Bishop Strickland. And Margaret says, I know you've been a strong voice regarding this particular issue in the church, so I'm wondering how you feel about this and how we might best proceed. Thank you, and may God bless and protect you always. I feel as sick about it as you do, Margaret. It's absolutely sickening. Shame on those bishops. I think every one of them should be, I'm just going to say, defrocked. There's not one bishop in that room who did not support Bishop Strickland, support the truth of what he was saying, that should remain a bishop. Bishops are not made bishops to remain silent, but to protect the sheep. A silent bishop cannot protect the sheep. The ones that are silent are the wolves, so the sheep don't see them attacking. It's disheartening. It is discouraging, Margaret, but don't you be discouraged. You're on the right side. And how we might best proceed is to continue to talk about the faith, the truths of it, the errors of it, to live it with our whole heart, and to maybe help give courage to our bishops or to shame those who will not be our protectors, who are false shepherds. Silent shepherds are false. You're not made a shepherd to be a coward. You don't wear red to not protect the sheep. Red is the color of blood because you are to lay down your lives for the sheep as Christ did.